Greetings, my name is Brittany Bernard, and I'm going to be discussing Group 3 meeting number 1. Nicole Baker was the facilitator, Brittany Bernard was the recorder, Chantel Duncan was the timekeeper, and Malraina Raven is our last group member. Nicole and Brittany are in the classroom right now as teachers. Nicole is a 5th grade teacher and Brittany is a pre-K 4 teacher. Chantel and Malraina are not teachers at the moment. Our location for our meeting was Google Hangout, and the duration was 1 hour and 15 minutes. So first we look at Nicole's data. Nicole's data was exhibited the results of students' 5th grade math and reading benchmark. So here the data is organized by the standard being tested. So here's each different standard for literacy, the number of questions for each standard on the test, and the number of students that scored basic, proficient, and advanced. So basic, 77 students here scored basic in red, yellow, 24, proficient, and advanced in green, 33. So these are just the percentages. And here is the percentage of students in achievement band. Here are her students, and then here are the district percentages. So here's her literacy, more standards, literacy, and in math. So what was discussed with Nicole's data, she explained to us how her students struggled on the test with a certain question. It was an essay question and it's a time test online. So she discussed that not only did her students struggle on the content, on how to answer the question, but also they struggled on just the way that the question was worded and typing. Typing was also an issue because it was time. They weren't able to type out their answers as fast as they could had they had handwritten them. So she went back and she discussed with us ways that they would reteach the entire way to answer essay questions when you're being timed, let alone the answer to the question. Yeah. So we got to hear how digging deep through seeing the data to seeing exactly what the children needed, not just explaining, oh, well, you should have answered the question this way. So it was great. So exploratory questions, how can the information gathered from this data be integrated into the upcoming lessons without falling behind on the pacing calendar? And looking at this data, how did you respond and what changes were made? All right, so now Brittany's data. It was language and literacy and math, the different constructs, and the grading. Purple indicated advanced, green indicated on track, yellow indicates need support, and red indicates instructional intervention needed. So here is literacy, here are the students, and the grading is broken down. We do baseline at the beginning of the year, PM1, PM2, PM3, and then outcome at the end of the year. These are the different marking periods. So right now we are at PM2, so here are the grades. So like I said, red, if you see any red, that means they need instructional intervention. Yellow, need support. Green is on track, and purple is accelerated. So we looked at the data. We saw that, let's see, for phoneme blending, I have several friends that are in red. And for phoneme substitution, what some of the members noticed that even though a lot of them are at 0%, it's still green on track. That's because this is one of the harder concepts. So I explained that this is one of the harder concepts that we teach. So even though at this point of the year they're at 0%, it's still on track because they're expected to know it by the end of the year. And also for quantification, we discussed different ways on how to increase because we have a lot of friends in red for quantification. So we dove into that and discussed different ways to teach the construct in a more engaging way and differentiating the manipulatives that I use and so just different ways to do it as opposed to the past. So exploratory questions, what will the teacher do differently in their daily lessons? We dove into that to increase quantification and phoneme blending. And are there other assessments throughout the marking period besides PM1 and PM2 and PM3 assessments? All right, so that was our meeting. We dove in, we did a great data dive, and we discussed back and forth different strategies and ways to differentiate due to the readings from our data. Thank you.